Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi there. Happy Friday. It is Friday here in Motion, and I'm here for my usual live training on a Friday morning. I'm just giving everybody a few minutes to find me. So hopefully you're able to find me in the Facebook group. I'm actually going to pop in there and see if I'm live. Let me just see. Not seeing myself yet. Sometimes it takes a bit of a minute or two because I'm well, not really a minute or two, a few seconds. I can just see myself now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tag everyone so people can find me if they are online and they have time to listen to me. Other words, Otherwise, I mean, you can catch me on a replay, but it's nice to be live if you can be live because you get to ask me questions. So if you're joining me live here this morning, I just see a few eyes joining me now. Say good morning. Say hi. How are you? If you're joining me live, you get to ask me questions. So it is a win-win for everybody involved. Now, it's showing in the Facebook group that I am actually not live for some reason. So if you're watching this and you can see me and you can hear me, please let me know. Please let me know that you can see me and you can hear me. Danja found me. Brilliant. Great to see you, Danja. Gloria, brilliant to see you. Hello, everyone. Yay. It looks like people are finding me, and hopefully you can hear me and see me as well. I have a little fun session for you this morning. Something that's going to be easy and straightforward. So Julie is here as well. Great to see you, Julie. I haven't seen you for a while. Michelle, brilliant to see you. Always great to have you live. Yes, I love having people live, and that you have the opportunity to ask me questions as I go along when you join me live. If you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay, and I will get your comments as well if you tag me. So just do @Aileen, and that will pull me up so that I see your comment. So I see a few more eyes joining now, which is brilliant. I see something new here on my Facebook Live this morning, which is a little trophy for some reason. I really don't know what that is about. It's something new. Every time I come on Facebook, I see something new. So this morning, I'm talking about elevating your styling empire, unleashing financial freedom through online mastery. So, really, what I'm talking about this morning is getting your styling services online. So, I spend a lot of time talking about getting your color analysis services online, but sometimes style misses out a little bit because everyone knows I'm really passionate about color analysis. But I actually started online with styling. I started all of those years ago online with styling because it seemed easier, especially at the start, because I really didn't know how to do online color analysis. It felt like a lot because the other problem with getting online is we need to start getting visible. And oftentimes, learning a brand new skill and getting visible at the same time can be really difficult. Anyone on here watching struggling with being visible and practicing a new skill online? So I'm a big fan of, taking the path of least resistance. What is easier for you? Now, for many people, including me, initially styling seemed easier to do online than online color analysis. It seemed easier to me. I already had a style guide template that I could use. And basically, I got the client to send me pictures. I got them to fill in a questionnaire, and I was able to prepare a style guide, a personalized style guide for them. up front before I ever met them. And then what I would do is I would go through the style guide with them on a Zoom call. And they loved it, and it was really easy. So oftentimes, if you haven't worked online before, maybe styling is an easier option for you. It definitely seemed like an easier option to me at the time. Now that I am very comfortable with online color analysis, and I've been training personal stylists for many years, I also think online color analysis is very easy. But at the start, when I was just starting out, online styling seemed easy. So if you are at the stage where you haven't gotten online yet, you're really hoping to get working online, then maybe online styling is a better option for you, because there's less tools involved for sure. It's much more easy and straightforward. There's less chance of you getting it wrong. And it's a great way to build confidence online. So what I wanted to talk about this morning is really 10 reasons to compel you, if you haven't started working online already, to really look at what is the easiest path for you to take to get online, and why it's so important for you to get online if you want to become financially free, if you want to be making your first 3K consistent months, your first 5K consistent months, and then eventually scaling to 10K or beyond per month. Really and truly, there are so many more options online. So I have some notes here that I'm going to open, and I am going to take you through those. So who wants to hear 10 reasons why you need to get going online with your styling services? Put your hand up and tell me, what do you think is, the biggest advantage to getting your styling services online? I would say the first really important thing about getting your styling services online is global reach. You are going online, you can extend your services beyond your local vicinity. Now, I know Donja is on here this morning, and myself and Donja, I hope she doesn't mind me saying that we were chatting yesterday, and Donja lives in the Canary Islands. She is very limited in her local community and who she can work with. So Donja took the step to start getting her services online. That is exactly what I did too. I was working here from a tiny village in the south of France. I didn't have the option really to work with many people, especially because I also don't speak French. So global reach is really, really important. And it allows you to work with a more diverse range of clients. You're not just stuck, with the local ladies club or the school moms or whatever in your local community. You can get that global reach that you want. So that's the first very obvious reason why getting your styling services online is a good idea. Number two, 24/7 availability. Online services mean you can provide styling advice and support at any time, catering to clients in different time zones and accommodating varied schedules. So this is especially important, if you're working around, aging parents, or you're working around small children, or you're working around a day job. Oftentimes, personal stylists, when they're starting out, they have a day job and they have limited hours. I'm working with another client who can really only work in the evenings and the weekends because she's a full-time day job while she transitions her business over to being a full-time styling business. So she can work the hours that she wants because she can pick an audience that, allows her to work those hours. So having the option, to choose the hours that you work. You don't have to work the hours that your local community is working, is really very, very, very helpful. It's very helpful, and it allows you, again, that kind of flexibility that you need when you're starting out, or when you're getting older and you want to work different hours. This is really, really important. Or in my case, I travel a lot. So having the availability to work when it suits me is really, really great. Now, I hope everything is going okay in the video, because it looks like I keep stalling here on the screen, but it might be just my screen. It might be just that with me. That's why I use StreamYard when I'm doing lives like this, because it ensures more, you get a better quality. Even if you just get my voice, even if I stall, you will still get that much. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is financial freedom. With the potential to attract a larger client base, you can significantly increase how much you can earn by monetizing your online services. Just in terms of scalability, in terms of how much income you can get in the door, being online makes so much more sense. Honestly, you can have more clients, you can work with groups, you can do group programs, all sorts of things that you may be limited, in your home office around this. I mean, I know I was very limited in, how many people I could bring in at the time into my house. You need parking for people, maybe you have a husband or dogs or children or aging parents. So, having, the ability to be able to work with groups, or to be able to scale your business so that you have more people, makes a big difference. So that's number 3. Number 4 is flexible work schedule. Going digital allows you to design a flexible work schedule that suits your life, providing more control over your time and ability to balance personal and professional commitments. This is a bit like number 2, but this one allows you to just say, I'm working in the mornings between 5 a.m. and 12 noon. That's what I work. And then the kids are home from school, so I don't work during those hours. And when you're working online, you totally can do those hours. So even if you're working at 5 or 6 before the kids get up, that absolutely works. Number 5, access a wider audience. You can be so much more niche when you decide to go online. If you decide, I only want to work with, say, dentists, because maybe you worked in a dentist's office before, or maybe you were a dentist, and maybe you feel like I have more in common with these people. Then you have access, a very easy access to this group of people online. You couldn't do this locally, because there's probably only one dentist locally. When you go online, there's whole communities of dentists. That's all they do. So your ability to be able to target them and get to those people and talk to those people and build expertise and become the styling person to that particular group of people is just much, much, much more available to you. You cannot do that locally. You absolutely cannot. And like, for instance, you're going to know their set of problems, far more than, your generalized personal stylist out there, because you're working specifically with those people. You can build relationships with these people because you're talking to the problem. You're talking to the problems that they face every day in their work. Okay. So number 6, building a personal brand. And I believe building a personal brand is about finding your voice. It's about finding, what is the message that you want to get out to the world? What is your big purpose? Why do you turn up every day? And why are you different to every other personal stylist out there? Now, the easiest way to find your voice is to turn up every day. When I started out, honestly, I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I got on there like every other personal stylist, talking about color, talking about style, and just selling my services. But I couldn't really understand what my why was or what was beyond that. And it's very hard to be unique when you don't know what your why is. Yes, every personal stylist will tell me that they want to help women to look more confident, but oftentimes it's beyond that. There is something else out there. So now it's very clear to me that my purpose is I want women or personal stylists in particular, to have financial freedom, to be able to make choices, to be able to choose how they want to live, and as a result, impact their families, but also the wider community. And I really did not have that message when I started. I didn't even know that that was inside me when I started. But because I turned up every day, because I was promoting my services online, I found my voice. Eventually, I found my voice, and I understood why I was so passionate about that. Firstly, I was passionate about it for myself. From a young age, I've always felt that, women kind of um, sometimes get the raw deal in relationships or in their families, and that if they had their own money, they would have more choice. And I felt very, very strongly about that. But it took a while for me to understand why I was so passionate about, first of all, being financially independent myself, and then helping other personal stylists to be financially independent too. I think money in the hands of women is absolutely amazing because they always invest in, or the majority of the time, I would say, they invest in themselves, they invest in their family and their communities, and they make good use of that money that they put out there. But mostly, it gives them freedom and choice to live the life that they want. So I think finding your voice, I think one of the things when I started all those years ago, well, it wasn't all those years ago, but about 5 years ago, when I made that commitment that I was going to turn up online every single day, no matter what, even though I was scared, though I didn't really know what I was talking about. What I found after about 6 months is, oh, I started finding my groove. I started finding my voice, and I understood a little bit more why I wanted what I want, why I wanted what I wanted. So I think that's a key thing, that you start to really understand your purpose and your why once you go online. That is much harder in a local community. It really is much harder because you're not kind of forced to turn up every day. You're not kind of forced to have a clear message. You can dabble a little bit more. Who agrees with me on that? Is there anybody on here who kind of gets what I'm talking about, or you have no clue what I'm talking about? Let me know. Okay, I'm after doing something here with the screen, so I don't know what I'm after doing. Okay, I'm back. I think I know what I'm doing. Great, great. Is there anybody on here who gets what I'm talking about? Have I lost you? Or are you still with me? I'm thinking finding your voice is like a critical part of the puzzle of being able to turn up consistently. It is, when we start off, we're all clueless when we start off, but I think, finding your voice is so important. Michelle is saying, here. Yeah, once I touch any kind of technology, and that also should give you courage if you haven't got styling online already. I am not the best technology wise. I'm likely to shut something down or lose the screen or do something like that, but yet I'm able to work online all the time. So if I can do it, you can totally do it too. So I think that's a critical piece of being successful, is being visible and finding your voice and having something to say. Now, that doesn't happen by reading books or by listening to confidence CDs or whatever you do to try and find your voice. It happens by doing the thing that you're probably most afraid of, which is turning up consistently, and having an opinion and putting yourself out there. Okay, so that was number 6, building a personal brand. Number 7, data-driven insights. Online platforms provide valuable data and insights into client preferences. I analyze data all the time. We very quickly start to learn, like online, if I create a workshop and I'm collecting, subscribers, I very quickly see what works, what doesn't work. I can very quickly also do a survey and ask my clients what they want and what they need. So I think, again, you have that ability to have much more insights into your audience and understand it better. So again, which will bring me to point number 8, which is scalability. If you want to scale your business and you want to have more clients and more income, you need the ability to be able to scale your business. You can scale your business more efficiently online. Actually, I don't really know how you would scale your business offline. I think it would be very hard. Yes, you could potentially work with groups, but it's harder. It's way harder. If I was looking to create a scalable business, I would create something where I can do it online. I can take more clients. It doesn't necessarily take more of my time, and I can still give them a great service. So the ability to be able to scale your business usually means being able to take more people. So would you in your local community be able to take more people? That's if you're getting enough people as it is. Yeah, and the other thing is, as you get older, you just do not have the same energy. I'm turning 50 on my next birthday, but already I feel I do not have the energy that I had in my 30s when I started my business. Between the kids and all of the things that need to be done, I find, that the ability to be able to just spend a few client-facing hours works better with my life. I don't know if you find that either. Bringing clients into your home and having them in your home for 2 or 4 or 6 hours is absolutely draining. I found that absolutely draining. Who else is with me on that? And the fact that sometimes it's like really, really difficult to get your clients to go home because they're loving their time with you. So it's much, much easier, and I'm going to talk about that in the last point, but it's much easier to have a cutoff point with your client when it's an online consultation. You tell them up front, we start at 9 and we finish at 10. And then you wind it up, in the last 10 minutes, you ask them, have they any other question? And then you finish at 10. And it's way, way easier. And you can do it in your slippers. You can do it in your slippers or whatever you want to do it in. Number 9 is innovative services. So that's the other thing you can do, is you can try things. You can try different workshops, you can try different approaches. You can create a service like providing things like mood boards or shoppable mood boards. So the ability to be able to be much more innovative and try different things is so much easier when you're online versus offline. So being able to have an innovative service is really, really important. And number 10 is time efficiency. I spoke about that already. Online consultations save time for both you and your clients, eliminating travel or the need to, if you need to, have a breakout session or whatever, you totally can do that. So they are my 10 reasons why I believe online styling is so, so important. And at this point, what I would like to do is I would like to invite you to a masterclass that I'm running next Friday. I'm going to put the link into the comments right now. Oh, well, I was going to, but I have the wrong link. So let me find the link. This is a new masterclass that I'm running. It's for people who specifically want to get their styling services online. I'm going to be going into more detail on, you know, the tools you need. I'm going to be going into more detail of, you know, shifting from whatever kind of styling system that you have now, maybe to something a bit more efficient and smoother that works online. I'm going to be talking about case studies. I'm going to be going deeper into how I got it to work for me. So that is happening next Friday at this time, which is the 24th of November. I've just put the link into the comments for you now, so you can go in there and register. You must register. It's going to be on a Zoom call. It's not going to be here in the group. It is a registered workshop or masterclass. So get yourself registered through the link. And if you can't attend at the exact time of 11 a.m., there will be a replay, but you do need to be registered to get the replay. So today was all about, you know, building your belief around, you know, the fact that online styling is really an important step in the right direction if you want more financial freedom, if you want more ease in your business, if you want more clients. This is the way I believe you need to go. So I am finished somewhat early today. So if you have any questions for me, you can pop them into the chat now. Just pop them underneath the video. Michelle is saying, will the link be in the group? I have just actually put the link in, Michelle. It's just below your comment from what I can see on my screen, but let me know if you still can't find it. So it should be just below your comments. So let me know if you can find it. I'll also probably put it in somewhere else in here where you can find it. Julie said, thanks, she'll be joining next Friday. Brilliant. Yeah, and if you're watching this on replay and you've any questions for me, you're totally welcome to put them underneath this video and I'm happy to answer them. Styling in a way is so much easier than online color. And if you have been dreading getting online or fearful about getting online or, you know, wondering how it all works, then I highly suggest that the masterclass next Friday is the way to go. But I was working today on getting you to believe that this is the thing that, you know, is going to help you to find your voice, to get going online, and to become more financially free. So I don't see any other comments in there right now. So I'm going to finish for today. Michelle said, I see it, but busy working to deadline, hence my question. Thank you. Okay, Michelle has got it. Brilliant. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm off to do a little shopping trip for myself, not for anybody else, but I was thinking I need a new pair of winter boots. Even though I have several already, I want a pair that are more like taupey gray. So I'm off to get those hopefully in the next couple of hours. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead. And I hope to see you in the masterclass next Friday. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead. Bye-bye.